Namaste, beautiful spirit. When you're ready to start your practice, move into hero's pose. Relax into your body with a deep breath. Place your hands at the top of your mat and lower down to your front body and heart. And prop up onto your forearms by walking your forearms in front of you so your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Bend your right knee into your half frog pose so your right knee is in line with the right hip. Take a deep breath and let it go. We'll explore a little flow with this space. Mountain peak the right fingers, pointing the right elbow up. Stretch your left arm out long like a wing. Roll onto the left hip and reach your right foot behind you. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, roll back into half frog. Right knee bends. Move on to the forearms again. Rolling back into your twist, right fingertips for support. Send out your left arm, roll onto the left hip. Feel the rhythm and current of your breath. Roll back to your stomach, pull the right knee up, lift onto forearms. Last time, rolling onto your left hip. And the last time here, maybe you stretch your right fingertips over your head, really lengthening the right side body. Release your navel and your hips back to the earth. Move onto your forearms and bend your left knee up into your half frog. Breathe deeply to ground into your body. Let's explore our flow, sending the right arm out now, rolling onto your right hip. And breathing deeply, releasing navel down, left knee draws forward, come onto your forearms. I'll let you move through this at a nice, fluid, and slow, yummy pace on your own. Release your belly down to the earth, hands by your rib cage. Press yourself back into downward facing dog. Let's create these mini waves in our down dog. Breathe in, heels lift, slightly round and curve your back. And bend your knees as you breathe out, heels drop down to the earth. Inhale, heels lift, slight curve of your back. Breathe out, spine waves as your heels drop down. One more time, lift your heels, roll forward, release the heels, roll back. And curl your right knee forward towards your third eye. Lightly step into your lunge. Release your back knee down to your mat, modified lunge. Sweep your arms forward and overhead. Relax your head back. Hips soften towards the earth. Let your hands flow down on the inside of your right leg and turn into side lunge. So lifting your back knee away from your mat, pivoting to your left, bend the right knee as your left leg straightens. And sway your upper body to face the front of the mat and step into standing forward fold. Mountain peak your hands for support, and we'll walk it out here. Bend one knee, lift your heel, and drop your heel down, lift the other. You can let your body kind of sway so you get this nice side stretch as you lift and lower your heels. Slide your hands to your shins. Press shins and palms into each other for half lift. Release forward. Step your right toes to the back of your mat. Release down into your modified lunge. Let your arms swim forward and up. Release your head back. Breathe deeply to fully experience the magic of this practice with your body. Let your hands come down. Turn into side lunge. Face the right side of your mat now. Bend into your front knee. Sway your upper body. Turn and face the front of your mat. Palms press into the earth. Slide the left foot back into downward dog. And curl your right knee forward. Lightly step into modified lunge again. Left knee releases down to your mat. Breathe in, arms sweep forward and up. Bring your hands behind your low back and interlace all 10 fingers. Open the shoulders as you inhale. Humble warrior as you breathe out. Breathe in and roll your shoulders back up and open. Relax your head back. Breathe out, humble warrior. One more time. Lift up, breathe in. Breathe out and surrender and soften in. Lift up, release your hands. Arms circle forward and up. Hands frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee away from your mat. Open into reverse revolved crescent. Right hand behind you, left arm stretches towards the back of your mat. We'll flow into a twist. Left hand on the outside of your right foot. Right arm opens towards the stars. Both hands to the earth. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Side lunge, bend into the left knee. Wave your arms open. Clasp your hands behind your back. And let the top of your head point down in this humble side lunge. Half lift, hands to your low back, and release your hands to the earth. Turn to the front of your mat. Bring your back knee down and let your hips release into seated half split. To deepen in here, walk your hands on the outside of your right leg and fold in. Relax here for a few more deep breaths. Hands at the front of your mat, ground into your left palm. Sweep your right leg back into stargazer, turning your navel and heart space up towards the stars. Balancing on the left palm and shin, you can lift the right leg away from your mat and reach back with the right hand for your right ankle or foot. Funky transition coming up. Keep the right leg lifted. Release your hands to the top of your mat. Stretch your right leg back into three-limbed dog. Bend your knee. Open the right hip space. Tap the right knee to right shoulder. Kneeling figure four. Right ankle over the left thigh. Hips release back. Forearms can rest onto your mat. Walk your hands forward, lift up, and release back into downward dog. Lightly now, left foot to the front of your mat for modified lunge. Wave arms forward into the sky. Hands behind your low back for our modified humble warrior flow. Breathing in and opening the front body. Breathe out and release on the inside of your left leg. Moving with your breath a couple more times, flowing up and softening forward. Release your hands, wave them forward and up. And hands frame your front foot. Back knee lifts away from your mat. Reverse revolves crescent. Swim the left arm up and behind you. Reach through the right side body and right arm. Right hand on the outside of your left leg. Left arm goes up. Let your hips soften towards the earth. Walk your hands down and all the way to the back of your mat. Side lunge. Open your arms. Clasp your hands behind your back. Melt forward into this humble side lunge variation. Release your hands down. Turn to the front of your mat and release back into seated half split, straightening out the left leg. To deepen in further, you can walk your hands on the outside of the left leg. Hands travel to the front of your mat, ground into the right palm. Sweep the left leg back, open up your hips and heart into stargazer pose. Balance on the right palm, stretching out the left quad, right hand to right foot or ankle. Turn forward, lift the right shin as you release your hands down. Tuck the right toes and lift and press back into three-limbed dog. Bend the left knee, open the hip space. And tap and draw left knee forward and then cross left ankle, sit back into kneeling figure four. Walk your palms forward. Bring your left knee up. Let your knees and hips open wide and sit back into your child's pose. Deep breath in. Sigh your breath away. Slide your palms back, roll your shoulders up and over your hips. Move down to your seat and take a nice relaxed lower. Move all the way down to your back with me for our final, really relaxing, stretchy spaces together. Take a full body stretch. Curl your right knee in towards your navel and wrap your right peace fingers around the right big toe. Extend your legs straight towards the stars. Place your left hand over your navel and enjoy some deep rounds of breath. Bend your right knee, right hand over the right knee. Draw the right hip space open. Bring both of your knees in towards your navel. Release your right leg long onto your mat. Left peace fingers hook around the left big toe and stretch your left leg up. Right hand over your navel. Let your whole body soften towards the earth. Left heel comes down. Help guide the left hip and knee open and over to the left. Take each moment as a beautiful and sensual experience. Bring your left knee back to center and release your left leg out and onto your mat. Let's enjoy a dreamy and blissful resting pose. Close down your eyes and settle and surrender into this final rest with some deep breath and sighing your exhales away. When you're ready to close your practice, move into presence in your body by taking deep breaths full of positive energy. Thank you so much for hopping on your mat with me, and I will see you again in our next practice together. Namaste.